Yeah, my name is Dustin. This band is called Dustin on the Furniture. We're from Boston, Massachusetts. I'm from Boston, Massachusetts. Thanks for coming. I saw a really pretty girl only yesterday. She was the prettiest girl on the whole subway, or at least the prettiest on that subway train. And I wanted to know her name. Well, it must have been something glorious, like Emily or Gloria. And I wanted to say, hey, before ya get off the train, let's become friends. 'Cause she's the prettiest girl on the subway, and I hope we're getting off at the same stop. She's the prettiest girl on the subway, and if we do, nothing will happen, and we'll go our separate ways. She's the prettiest girl on the subway, and I wish that we could stay on this train forever. She's the prettiest girl on the subway, and she'll be on my mind for the rest of the day. Well, her eyes shine and sparkle like a beautiful constellation. And as I think of what to say, I wonder if she's already taken. And if she is, I'd show her she could do much better than him. I mean, come on. We'd ride the trains together in the afternoons, and she's finer than a fawn, and here's my stop, but I'm staying on. She's the prettiest girl on the subway, and I wonder if she knows it's true. She's the prettiest girl on the subway, and I wish she thought I was the prettiest dude. She's the prettiest girl on the subway, maybe she lives in my building in apartment too. She's the prettiest girl on the subway, and she'll be on my mind for the rest of the day. I saw a really pretty girl only yesterday. She was the prettiest girl on the whole subway, or at least the prettiest on that subway car. And I wonder who she are. Okay, this song's called Growing Up. To do things that should naturally happen spontaneously, like eating the right amount of food and going to sleep at the right time, and also getting the right amount of sleep and eating food at the right time. And as we grow up, we are forced to do things that are only acceptable when done voluntarily, like making good decisions and loving. And so we get confused until we start to lose our natural coping brilliance and the wisdom of the body. So here we are now, blind by binding boundary lines. Everything gets all tangled together. It feels impossible to untie. We will die. And then come back to life. Thanks. conversations. Thanks for having us.
Are you enjoying your cider?
Yes. Best cider I've ever had in my life.
How many myths about Boston you'd like to dispel?
Do you have any myths?
I can't think of any.
How long does it take to drive across Massachusetts?
Like horizontally.
Oh my god, there's a Hannah Graves Way in Massachusetts.
Bollocks.
No, fuck off. There's a house for sale on the internet at the moment. It's number 5, Hannah Graves Way.
What did you type into Hannah Graves in America.
Okay,
how long does it
back to
take?
your
She
question.
googled her own name last night.
Horizontally, it probably takes 3.5 to 4 hours, I would say.
What's the correct way to
Vertically,
pronounce it?
half that, maybe.
Not even.
Yeah.
Not even
an hour and a
an
half.
hour and a half, north to south.
Have you
more
ever
than
seen any
Texas.
celebrities in Boston?
I've only lived in Boston. No, I haven't. I'm from Atlanta originally, and I saw Andre 3000, you know, from Outkast, at a Shoo Shoo show one time.
What's a shoo-shoo show?
Do you know the band Shoo Shoo?
No.
It's spelled Xiu, Xiu.
Oh, they're fucking awesome.
And they have shoo-shoo shows.
Well, they have shows.
I've been saying it.
Shoo-shoo show, yo.
Do you live in Alston?
No, I live in Southampton right
Oh,
now.
you're from
but
Boston?
I lived in Boston before this tour.
Wait, you live in Southampton?
No, just for the show.
Oh.
Just for today.
How do you properly pronounce it? Isn't it like Boston, like that?
Boss. They
Boston.
Oz.
Alright.
People say pop the car in Boston. Yeah. Anyway, here's a song about a tree. A tree standing in a field is not only a tree in a field, it's actually the whole world. It's the wind blowing through the leaves, it's the bird sounds in the breeze, it's the water that feeds the roots, and the ocean that the water comes from. It's the fish swimming in that sea, it's the boy climbing that tree, it's the fruit that falls in the autumn, and the truck that takes the fruit to the market. It's the money that the fruit is bought with, it comes right out of my pocket. As I give tree back to tree, I see a tree is not just a tree, it's actually the whole world. It's me. Thanks. So yeah, I'm on tour with my friend Tony, who played as real life tigers right before me. This is our third to last show together on this tour. And we both have CDs for sale at the shop over here. Also, have you guys heard of Captain Chaos?
Yeah.
Also known as, well, he's the guy from Ghost Mice. So I have this record label called Sweet Now Records, and I put out a split. It's like 13 Captain Chaos songs. They're really good. 7 songs by my friend called Nice and Friendly. So I have that for sale in addition to my Dustin and the Furniture CDs. So talk to me if you're interested. It's pretty much only available through me. Now is your only time to get it. Ever, potentially. This song's on my new album. It's about how when I first started dating this girl, I called her by this nickname Pip, and then when we broke up, I stopped calling her Pip. It's called Pip is Dead.
How did you break up?
What?
Is there some sort of violence involved with this?
No,
breakup?
no, she's not really dead. Well, she's not really Pip either, so. miss my old bike. I miss knowing people that I like. I miss the warm, fuzzy feeling of cuddling tight with the girl I used to love back in the springtime. The summer sun makes the world no fun for a faraway love. And I can't even call you Pip anymore, because she was the girl that I truly adored. I can only say, hey Allie now, because that's who you are to me now. I miss our old dorm. I miss never being warm out in the Ohio winter, where I felt finally born after our first dinner date on Valentine's Day, where I was free on the frozen creek there next to you. And who knew a few weeks later we'd be biking through Indiana on a spring break tour with our matching bike vests on, screaming Blink-182 songs, stopping for hugs and coffee and then pedaling on. But I can't even call you Pip anymore, because she was the girl that I truly adored. I can only say, yeah, Allie now, because that's who you are to me now. The summer sun melted the fun off of our snowy love. Here's another quick song from my album. It's about why I could never date any girl that lives in Homestead.
Controversial.
Why do I keep falling for girls who dye their hair red, even though I know they'd be prettier if they left it brown? Maybe I should take it as a sign that if they like to die, they'd like to make me die too by ripping my heart out. So if you've ever had red hair, don't talk to me after the show, 'cause I will know your secret plan to reel me in and let me go.
Unlucky bubble.
So I'm gonna try this song that I wrote yesterday, a couple hours before the show last night. I tried playing it last night for the first time, but I messed it up pretty bad. I couldn't read my notebook because the venue was dark. So I'm gonna try it again tonight. It's about how neither one of us have cell phones on this tour, because it's expensive to have cell phones outside of the United States if you live in the United States. So we never really know what time it is.
I guess we also don't have watches.
Or watches.
maybe it's simple.
Well, I say that in the first line.
I've never heard this song before.
Don't survive. Happily.
So. Well, I haven't worn a watch in 3.5 years, and now without a phone I never know what time it is. If I really need to know, I'll ask somebody on the street. Now there's no more breakfast, lunch, or dinner time. I eat when I want to eat. It's time to go, then I'll be ready to go. If I'm a little late for a show, then I'm a little late for a show. And I know it's alright. Now I got no alarm to get me up and out of bed. I'll wake up when I wake up, no more daytime sleepyhead.
That's not actually true. I've been tired a lot during this toilet.
No more rushing around, bracing the clock to be on time. Now my time is free, my day is totally mine. And when it's time to go, then I'll be ready to go. And if I'm a little late for a show, then I'm a little late for a show. And I know it's alright.
Okay, the song's about buying organic food.
There are farmers in the hospital tonight. We don't like to know what we can't see, but we can never see things right. There are ghosts that come out in cornfields after dusk. If you can't turn into syrup, then you just turn into dust. There are invisible costs in every bag or box you buy, with the highest often in those with the lowest dollar signs. So can you personally pay to get your shit out of the lake? Or can you spend an extra $1 at the store? That strawberry from the other side of the country? Or can you eat more of what we can actually afford? 'Cause if we don't change what we're eating, how can we change how we're living? And if we don't change how we're living, this world will not last for long. So turn routine into ritual.
This one is about the collapse of civilization.
There is a real life world under the sky, but there's a different world behind our eyes. And for the real life, living, loving world to get by, our blind, civilized minds and way of living will have to die. Once it's all gone, what will we do then? We've already killed all the fish in the rivers. We don't even know which plants are okay to eat or what grows wild in our own town. We've forgotten everything, but some of us will get by. Oh, some of us. what we've forgotten eventually. And there will be trees where there are telephone poles. There will be folk days instead of rock and roll. And we will laugh, but only after we clean up all the mess from the crash. 'Cause after all, it's gonna be a messy one. In the mornings we'll sit around in a circle in the new day's light, talking about the real world where we all spend our nights. We'll go check out the flower in the dream we shared, watch its petals take flight, and then go back to digging up roots and singing. And yeah, there will still be trouble, struggles and strife, but there will be such small potatoes after civilized life. And I'm not proposing we all live the same way, no, that's the problem. Solution: 10,000 cultures out of 10,000 places. And in the evenings before we all drift back off into sleep, we'll sit around the fire lamp and just listening. A couple little sparks will remind us of that time we got so off track, and that it's so good to be alive again. Yeah, so thanks a lot for listening and everything. Does anyone have any questions about anything?
Anything.
Anything at
So
all?
not limiting it to Boston or
No.
anything like that.
Anything.
Simon?
In the,
Any question at all?
hey, have you guys seen that billboard on the subway in London where it's like, why? And I'll have all these questions like, why does cheese give you nightmares and all this stuff, and you can text or call these people to ask them any questions.
AQA.
Yeah, 118. Have any of you done that?
No, there's another one called Oracle, and she gives amazing answers.
And AQA.
Do they just like look it up?
Yeah.
I know some of the websites they literally just use Google.
They knew which one of our hard pacifists was a cunt. Yeah.
Got really drunk together after the bathroom and started texting everybody questions.
Yeah.
Then they got, because it's literally a guy sat in front of a really awesome computer with really high speed connection.
No, it's not.
Well, okay, it's your
some
friend
guy
sitting
sitting
with a shitty PC, going around making loads of money. But he basically twigged that we were all sitting in the same room. So we'd say, what do you know about Hannah? And Hannah is friends with Charlie and Betsy. She lives in Southampton. She's currently sitting on a table getting drunk. And so creeping all of us out.
Wow.
It was really good fun.
At the end of the night, all we knew was who would win in a fight out of like a crab and a dog.
And it was not ethical to get a crab's claw grafted to your hand.
Yeah.
Found that out.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, we've seen it. Yeah.
Cool. So does anyone have any questions for me now?
Yeah, okay.
Can bears knock on doors?
Nobody knows. No, shut up, that's true.
Dogs don't answer.
Shut up.
Can dogs look up?
He agrees with me.
Can dogs look up?
Yeah.
I've read an article that there's an article saying that dogs
I have a friend.
I refuse to live in a world where you're right. Bears do not knock on doors, mate. You scare them to run away, so they go into your kitchen.
Okay, why do bookmarks have tassels?
Not all of them
Bookmarks
do.
have castles.
Yeah, like they little tattoo bits on bookmarks.
They're
Why
Separation.
In England?
Yeah, separation.
They don't have that in the
So it
States.
is.
I should be asking you that question.
I think they posed that question and they said to keep the bookmark tidy and clean.
Yeah, that's right. I suppose I got a cleaning device.
That might be true. I think it.
So am I still
I really
winning?
want to know the. Yeah, you are still winning.
Okay. Sorry, I don't know the answer.
Well, that's rubbish.
Did you
You're lucky you're right.
Did you have the guts to try and talk to the girl on the subway?
Well, that song is just about the general pretty girl on the
Oh.
subway. I've never actually
That's a yes or no answer.
So no, I haven't had the courage yet to talk. What am I supposed to say?
Yes.
I wrote a song about you.
Let me play it to you now.
You know that stop 2 stops ago I was supposed to get up there, but I've been staring at you, so sorry.
Yeah, okay.
Do you think James Bond spoke to the girl on the subway? Saw her on the subway.
Are you secretly kind of loving the fact that Arnold Schwarzenegger is a governor?
That's a yes.
I'm not talking in the same state. I mean, like,
I never thought about it that way before because I always disapproved of that fact. But now that you mention it,
deep down, yeah.
Matt's got his hand up.
I was raised right.
I've been waiting.
I was raised.
okay, you're next.
Are you reaching for Barack Obama or Hillary Clinton?
Am I voting for Barack or Hillary? Is that what you're asking?
Or John McCain.
Who would you rather see?
Honestly, I don't think, including John McCain, I don't think whoever gets elected will make much of a difference at all. I missed the primaries in Massachusetts because I was out of town. I would probably vote for Barack. Before John Edwards dropped out, I was going to vote for him.
Why did you drop out?
Because he had no chance of winning.
So you're not going to win. Got it anyway.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
There was a great thing where Barack Obama was
It's
advertising.
not in the least bit political at all. But when you started, you introduced yourself and you said, "We are Dustin and the Furniture," and I was expecting a hand.
That was sort of a joke.
Oh.
It's just
Depends whether you're schizophrenic.
That's the furniture.
I thought we were gonna-
about the John McCain thing though,
Yeah, but I thought we were gonna
in the
talk
history of the
about
United States, Native Americans have gotten more freedom and independence under the under their regime. While a Republican president was president of the United States.
Really?
So, fun fact. Not that I don't like Republicans. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying. Okay, so I had one more song on my set list. So I guess I kind of want to play more though. Is that okay with you guys if I play like 2 more songs?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do a cover of Total Eclipse of the Heart.
What?
Do a cover of Total Eclipse of the Heart. Hannah will like
It will be
it.
done anyway.
It's okay, I'm here. You know, I just sweat for my time.
Okay, here's a song that my friend wrote the main guitar riff to. And I played it last night for the first time in a long time. It's fun to play, so I'm going to play it again tonight. You called me back at 11:30 on a Sunday night just to say goodbye. I pretty much already knew how you felt, but I had to hear it from you. And then the feeling in my stomach grew. I lied face down in the snow. I didn't know what else to do. I thought you were the whole sky, but I guess you were just the cloud floating over my 2 eyes and in the way of my view. I had a bad feeling, similar to the feeling you get in your stomach right after they drop the atom bomb. That was in my friend's version of this song, except the line was, it's like the feeling
you get in your stomach after being rejected from senior prom, similar to the feeling after they dropped the atom bomb, but I like the atom bomb part so much that I used it in my song too. Anyway,
it took me 3 or 4 more long days to get you out of my way, and to hear my body say, this is not the end, the world is still your friend. Up to the real sky. It's not always blue and it's not made of you. Then a new cloud to my side, so pretty and true, came to my rescue. To my room at 10:30 on a Monday morning, just to say good morning. So my stomach's been warming as new feelings are forming. Thanks. Cool. So yeah, thanks you guys for listening. Did we already pass the thing around?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm gonna do one more. So I hear we got like 4 more years left before the transformation comes.
Yeah, that whole 2012 thing, that's what that line is about.
But what seems to me that if that's not the case, it'll happen in no more than like 35, give or take. So it's up to you, and it's up to you. Well, it's all up to you. And it's up to me too, to make the landing smooth, to make the landing as smooth as possible at least. Cause if we keep falling the way we're falling down, gravity won't guide us gently to the ground. Gravity won't guide us gently to the ground. The gravity won't guide us gently to the ground. All the gravity wants is a fat dollar, and all the gravity sees is money. And there is no living in the living room, only microwave TV dummies. Yeah, there is no living in the living room, only bellies full of empty tummies. So what can we actually do to make the landing smooth? Cause writing letters to politicians and marching around with big signs doesn't really change anything. And yeah, recycling is cool and being vegan is fine. Riding your bike instead of driving across state lines, and turning off the water while you're brushing your shines. I'll help a little bit, but don't really change much. So what then can we actually do to make the landing smooth? How about getting rid of concepts like yours and mine, giving back to the world for all we find, realizing we're larger than our body's size, and finally living life alive. And some of you are like,
like, yeah, we should do that stuff. But some of you are more like,
Yeah, okay, Dustin, well that all sounds real great, but what can we actually do? What can we actually do to make the landing smooth? Well, devote your whole life to figuring it out and then do it. Thanks, you guys.